Please be seated. On behalf of the Centralia R6 Board of Education, the administration, the faculty, and staff, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2026 graduation ceremony. It is with great pride that we come together this afternoon to honor these six seniors who have successfully completed the requirements for high school graduation.
Seniors, for you, today is both a finish line and a starting line. We are grateful to be here to celebrate your accomplishments, but also to look forward to the great things that await you in the many years to come. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the graduation speakers, Kyla Spickard and Olivia Morris.
Hello everyone, family, teachers, staff, and especially the class of 2026. Before I begin, I would like to thank my parents and my family for putting up with the late night study sessions and my hectic schedule. I'd also like to take a moment to thank all the mothers out there who gave up their day for us. Our journey has been long, but we finally made it. Now, before we take our step into our next chapter, I would like to walk everyone through what we have gone through to get here today. We all remember our elementary school days. Walking into school for the very first time is something that is difficult to forget. It was the place where we met and made friends for the very first time. Skipping the second grade, this is where we got to first experience the terrifying fire alarm and where Miss Robertson taught us the 9 tricks with our fingers and told us not to tell anyone because it was a secret. Later, we had the honor of going through intermediate school and then middle school, where we discovered how cringy everyone was and where we all dressed like Visco girls. Then, COVID hit. We had to go online in 6th grade, and the following year, we all had to wear masks and 6 feet apart during the dreaded middle school track practices. And while we were running during those through high school, I now realize that it foreshadowed our desire to accomplish more in high school through our extracurriculars. Looking back, I remember walking into the high school on my very first day, a terrified, quiet freshman who was praying that I had at least few friends in my classes. Now, we stand at the end of our senior year, looking at all the memories we have together. A lot has changed in this time, especially while we have been in high school. We were the last class to walk in the breezeway to the Ag building and the last class to use the old bleachers. We walked on what I call the prison sidewalk, the fence pathway connecting the Ag building and the MIG building through snow, rain, and shine. Our class was elected to help move about half the teachers' belongings to their new rooms, including our chemistry teacher, Ms. Schmidt's concerning collection of loose matches during labs that could easily be grabbed by anyone. We saw the bathrooms, hallways, and offices all get remodeled. We witnessed the new track get built and use it, and now we get to see the new fine arts building being built thanks to our success as a school and the talented people within our grade through the success in band, orchestra, drama, and art. A lot has happened around us, but there is even more change that happened within us. I've always been afraid of change, and those of you who know me well know that I like things to stay exactly how they've been. But I've learned that change is necessary if you want to grow. It's part of being human, even if it's hard. You have to learn to take new risks and chase after new dreams. As we take that final step of our high school journey into our next, I want you to remember that change is a necessary part of life, and without change, you will stay stuck in the same place. So don't be afraid to make that move or take that job, because God intended us to live life to the fullest, and if you can't just adapt to the world around you and change with it, you won't be able to, so don't be afraid to change, so no matter how hard it is, because change is good, and I encourage the class of 2026 to tackle life's changes head on and welcome change with open arms to achieve whatever your dreams are. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow graduates. Today I want to talk about a word we have all heard 1,000 times, a word that has been turned into a joke, a caption, and maybe even an excuse, YOLO. Now, for those out there who might not understand, YOLO stands for You Only Live Once. It's usually said quickly as if it isn't deep, but today I want to slow it down. Break it apart. because I think each part of that phrase is actually really important, especially right now as we step into the next chapter of our lives. So let's start with the first word, you. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your friends or future employers, you. For most of our lives, we followed schedules, expectations, and plans that were often made for us. And yeah, those things shaped who we are, but from here on out, the decisions start becoming ours. You means ownership. It means your choices, your mistakes, and your growth. There is something both exciting and terrifying about that. Because if you succeed, it's because of you. And if you fail, it's also because of you. But that's the point, because your life is actually yours. So don't spend it trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. Now, the second word, only. This is the word people usually ignore, but it might be the most important one. Only means limited. It means time is not endless. It means some moments that we're in right now, the late nights, the inside jokes, and the people sitting next to you, these things don't last forever. And that's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Because when you realize something is only, you start to value it more. You pay attention. You show up. You stop waiting for the perfect time to do things because you realize time isn't guaranteed. Next, live. Not just exist, not just go through the motions, actually live. Living means taking risks, even when it's uncomfortable. It means trying things you might fail at. It means speaking up, even when your voice shakes. But living also means being present, appreciating the small things, laughing harder, caring more. It's easy to get caught up in the plans for the future, college, careers, success, but don't forget to experience your life while you're building it. Because a life that looks good on paper isn't the same as a life that's actually meaningful. And finally, once. We don't get a practice run. There's no rewind button for the choices we make or the time that passes. And that might sound intense, but it's also what makes everything matter. Because if we only get one shot at this, then maybe it's worth doing things that scare us a little. Sorry. Maybe it's worth forgetting people. Saying what we really mean. Going after what we actually want instead of what feels safe. Once is a reminder that this moment, right here, right now, isn't coming back. So when people say YOLO, they usually mean do something crazy. But I think it means something other than that. I think it means take your life seriously, but not so seriously that you forget to enjoy it. Take chances, but not the ones that harm you or others. And most importantly, don't waste your time pretending to be someone you're not. And before I go, I want to add one more thing. 2 years ago, I was going through some of my mom's things when she was in high school, and I found this little red notebook filled with poems. And I'll be honest, most of them were about the boy group, New Kids on the Block, but one of them was different. And when I read it, I realized it was her version of YOLO, before anyone ever called it that. So I want to share a part of it with you today. It kept coming back to this question. Wasn't it yesterday? So here it is. Wasn't it yesterday when we first started school, running around the playground, laughing and screaming like fools? And wasn't it yesterday when we graduated 5th grade? We moved on to a bigger school, and one of the first steps was made. Wasn't it yesterday when we were in the halls of junior high, going to our first dance, never thinking about saying goodbye? And wasn't it yesterday when our first day of high school came? Pep rallies, football games, parties and proms, part of our lives will never be the same. And now the time has come. The day is finally here. Although we thought it would never come, we're leaving our senior year. And maybe sometime looking back, we'll all laugh and say, remember high school. It seems like only yesterday. When I read that, it hit me how little things changed. Our parents were sitting where we are now. They had their own friends, their own memories, and their own moments that felt like they probably would last forever. And now they're on the other side of it, looking back, saying it all went by faster than they expected. And that comes back to what I was saying earlier. YOLO isn't just about the crazy moments. It's about the small ones that turn into memories without you even realizing it. It's about the yesterdays we're going to look back on someday. Because one day we're going to be the ones telling the stories like this. We're going to be the ones saying, wasn't it yesterday? So as we leave here today, don't just chase the big moments. Pay attention to the little ones. Be present. Make memories that your future self will look back on and smile. Because once again, YOLO. And if you're paying attention, that one life can be full of 1,000 yesterdays worth remembering. Thank you.
I would now like to present the Centralia High School Band under the direction of Mrs. Kim Neighbors performing Kaleidoscope by David Schaefer.
At this time, it is my pleasure to individually recognize seniors graduating with honors. These individuals have enjoyed academic success far and what is required for graduation from high school. We congratulate them for this academic achievement. During this recognition, we ask that you please hold your applause until each group is announced. Students adorned with white cords have earned their distinction of cum laude, having earned a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5. Would these graduates please stand to be recognized? Jace Brown, Raylan Brunkhorst, Kendall Crum, Baron Hedrick, Gage Holliday, Morgan Long, Tevin Page, Elizabeth Ripley, Cal Romine, Tillman Sontheimer, and Luke Waltmate. Students, congratulations on this academic achievement. Students adorned with the silver cords have earned the distinction of magna cum laude, having earned a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.75. Would these graduates please stand to be recognized? Leslie Bell, Taylon Bell, Braden Gahn, Madeline Hunter, Madison Johnson, Marshall Cable, Clayton Moore, Olivia Morris, Kennedy Moss, Addison Reynolds, Hannah Sexton, Brock Shingleton, and Adam Twinter. Students, congratulations. Students adorned with the black and silver cords have earned the distinction of summa cum laude, having earned a cumulative grade point average of at least a 3.9. Would these graduates please stand to be recognized? Gracie Banta, Blake Bodine, Rex Bryson, Lane Chancellor, Zane Deckard, Lauren Stallings, Adeline Douglas, Rebecca Ersman, Jocelyn Hicks, Chase Kemker, Cora King, Addison Lewis, Cassina Ridgel, Wesley Robertson, Kyla Spickert, and Max Stevens. Congratulations, students.
I'd now like to introduce the Centralia High School Chamber Choir and under the director of Mrs. Leah Rolfson, performing The Road Home by Stephen Paulus. Would the seniors please stand? Dr. Stephen Chancellor, as Superintendent of Schools, and Dr. Brian Bostic, as President of the Centralia R6 Board of Education, I present to you the 2026 senior class of Centralia High School. These students have successfully completed the prescribed courses of studies as set forth by the Missouri Department of Education, the Centralia R6 Board of Education, and are to be awarded diplomas signifying their graduation from high school. It is my pleasure to individually announce the members of the 2026 Centralia High School senior class. Those students who are members of the National Honor Society are identified by gold cords. Students who are members of the National Technical Honor Society are identified by purple cords. Students who have enlisted to serve in the armed forces are identified by red, white, and blue cords. Students who are members of the International Thespian Society are wearing medals. Those students who have earned Missouri's seal of biliteracy are identified by green cords. In an effort to protect the integrity and honor of this occasion, we please ask that you hold your general applause until all seniors have been recognized. Cole Isaac Anderson. Cody Miles Anderson. Ian Marcellus Ariano. Gracie Marie Banta. Leslie Joanne Bell. Taylin Marie Bell. Blake Allen Bodine. Savannah Grace May Brisley. Jace Elaine Brown. Braylon K. Brunkhorst. Cade Breyer Andre Fish Bruns. Payson Thomas Bryson. Rex Randall Bryson. Paige Elizabeth May Burton. Natalie Sophia Calhoun. Chloe Jane Leanne Cates. Lane Owen Chancellor. Drayden Daniel Walter Condi. Kendall Lane Crum. Cora Grace Davenport. Zane Matthew Deckard. Courtney Renee Dearnellis. Lawrence Cormac Dollins. Adeline Elizabeth Douglas. Destiny Desiree Dukes. Quinn Lewis Eckler. Rebecca Marie Erisman. Anthony Ryan Ford Jr. Braden Connor Gahn. Hunter Joseph Gooden. Brian Scott Hargis. Marin Meskram Hedrick. Jakayla Renee Hickman. Joseph Derringer Leif Hicks. Jocelyn Elizabeth Hicks. Cole Wesley Higginson. Gage Carson Holliday. Joshua Schuyler Holliday. Madeline Marie Hunter. Cadence Elizabeth Jansen. Evan Skylar Johnson. Madison Elena Johnson. Brody Dawson Oberlag Jones. Ryan Alexander Jones. Marshall Clifford Cable. Chase Douglas Kimker. Cora Michelle King. Natalie Rebecca Kropp. Addison May Lewis. Haley Nicole Long. Morgan Elizabeth Long. Kylan John Landry Maston. Darius Lavelle McLean. Elliot Carter McCoy. Kanan Russell Wayne McCubbin. Finian Thomas McGuire. Tristan Lee Frederick McMullen. Coley Ann Mitchell. Clayton Benjamin Moore. Olivia Grace Morris. Kennedy Bell Moss. Hannah Marie Noel. Tevin Monroe Page. Taylor Nicole Parker. Ashton Burton Price. Addison Ray Reynolds. Audrina Michelle Rickless. Cassina Lee Ridgel. Elizabeth Patty Ann Ripley. Wesley James Robertson. Calvin Everett Romine. Abigail Marie Schultz. Hannah Elizabeth Sue Sexton. Braden Allen Shingleton. Brock Edward Shingleton. Rhodes Sondheimer. Kyla K. Spickert. Brock David Stimmy. Mac Everett Stevens. Daniel Ray Stone. Adam Lincoln Twinner. Luke Benhart Waltimate. James Dalton White. Tucker Wayne Williamson. Michael Darius Clayton Wright. Anthony Joe Young. Graduates, please stand. Seniors, you may now move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, your graduating class of 2026, congratulations.
I just graduated.